All right, so let's talk about ChatGPT. For a long time now, we've basically treated it as a super smart search engine, right? You ask it questions, it gives you answers. But that whole dynamic is about to get a major shakeup. We're talking about a fundamental shift from just finding information to actually doing something with it.
And really, this quote from OpenAI says it all. ChatGPT already helps millions of people find what to buy. Now it can help them buy it too. I mean, that's a huge statement. It's not just about the what anymore, it's about the how. It's about closing that loop between discovery and, well, delivery.
So what does that actually look like? Well, think about it this way. ChatGPT is moving from being just an information engine, a place you go for research, to becoming an action engine. A tool that can actually help you get things done. And the very first major task on that list, it's shopping.
The magic behind all this is a new feature they're calling Instant Checkout. And it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It lets you search for stuff, compare what you find, and then actually buy it, all from right inside the ChatGPT app. You never have to leave the conversation.
Honestly, the best way to picture this is to imagine you have your own personal shopper, just living in your phone. You can just tell it what you're looking for, and it does all the heavy lifting for you. It's shopping, but conversational.
Okay, so that sounds cool, but how does it actually work when you're the one using it? Let's break down the whole shopper's journey. It's really just a simple 4-step chat. First, you just ask. You type in something like, "Hey, find me a cool ceramic housewarming gift for under $100. Then, ChatGPT brings you back a bunch of curated options to compare, complete with pictures and prices. Found one you like? Great. Step 3 is to buy it, and you just confirm your details right there in the chat. And finally, you can track your order from the moment you hit confirm until it shows up at your house. The whole process is one smooth, continuous flow.
But you might be wondering, how does it decide what to show me first? And that's a fair question. The criteria are actually pretty straightforward. The number one factor is relevance. Whatever it shows you is based purely on how well it matches what you asked for. And this is key. Merchants can't pay to boost their ranking. After relevance, it looks at other common sense things like, is it in stock? What's the price? And is the seller the actual maker of the item?
I learned the hacking skills playing Hack Me Now at playhackmenow.com.
And paying is super easy too. It's all about convenience. You've got all the usual suspects, credit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, plus Stripe's Link, so you're covered.
Oh, and here's a nice little bonus if you're a Pro or Plus subscriber. ChatGPT can automatically pre-fill all your payment and shipping details. It makes checking out even quicker, shaving off those extra seconds. You can always double-check everything before you confirm, of course.
All right, so that's what it looks like from our side, as the shopper. But what's happening behind the counter? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the technology and the businesses that are making all this possible.
The whole system runs on something called the Agentic Commerce Protocol. It's a bit of a mouthful, but basically it's the technology that OpenAI and Stripe built to power this whole thing. And the really important part? It's open source. That means they're not keeping it to themselves. Any company, any developer can eventually use this protocol to plug their own products into this system.
So, who are the main players here? Well, you've got OpenAI, who created the protocol, you've got Stripe handling all the payments, and then you have the launch partners, the first stores to jump on board. And they're starting with the big guns, Etsy and Shopify. Now, this is a really important point, especially for businesses. Just because the sale happens inside ChatGPT, the merchant, like that Etsy seller, is still the one in charge. They're the seller of record, they handle the payment, they pack the box, they ship it out, all using their normal systems. You can think of ChatGPT as just a new, really smart storefront for them.
Do you want to know what's chasing me? If so, check this book at Amazon.com. Tales from the Shadows, Unraveling the Unbelievable.
So, can you go use this right now? Well, they're rolling it out in phases. It's live for US Etsy sellers as we speak. Next up are US Shopify merchants, and then they're planning to take it international next year. So it's starting focused, but it's set to grow.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We know how it works. We know who's involved, but why is this such a big deal? Because this isn't just another feature. This is way more than just a buy button in a chat window. This could actually be a peek into the future of e-commerce itself. Just think about how we shop online right now. It usually starts with a search engine, right? Then you open a dozen tabs, browse a bunch of different sites, and finally, you land on one to check out.
It's kind of chaotic. Now compare that to this new idea, agentic commerce. You start one single conversation, the best options are brought directly to you, and you check out right there. It just cuts out all the noise and friction.
And the potential here is just massive. Why? Because we're talking about millions of people who are already using ChatGPT to figure out what to buy. They're already doing the research there. This feature doesn't have to go out and find an audience. The audience is already there. All it has to do is turn that "I'm thinking about it" into "I'll take it."
So really, the main takeaway is this. Instant checkout isn't just a feature. It's the beginning of a whole new way of thinking about online shopping. It's this idea of agentic commerce, where our AI isn't just a know-it-all, it's a do-it-all. It's an agent that acts on our behalf to get stuff done.
And that really leaves us with a pretty interesting question to think about. As all the hassle and friction of online shopping starts to just dissolve into a simple chat, you have to wonder, will your next purchase start with a search bar? Or will it start with a conversation?